Custy graphics.
Dear future husband. Back to my channel. In case it's your first time here, consider subscribing. My name is Maureen Shani, and today I have an amazing guest. This guest is an entrepreneur, and he has ventured into many different types of things in the society. He has given back in many aspects, but that's not the reason why our guest is here. So we'll get to know him and we proceed to the reason why he is here. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's good and it's pleasure at least for you hosting me.
Yeah. So what's your name?
My name is Mike Nyausi, and as you stated earlier, is that I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I believe in myself, though in a small way, but I believe in days as this goes by, it will be more and more bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does Mike do?
Yeah, I do many businesses. I do a variety of one or two things that keeps me going.
So
yeah.
sorry. Okay. So thank you so much for coming through for to do this with us. Now today our big question is the false promises of education, and we've seen in many aspects. An example of you, Mike. You did a different course, but here you are doing entrepreneurship. So the biggest question today is why entrepreneurship and not the course that you chose to do?
First and foremost, I want the viewers to understand which course I took. I think it should be necessary.
Yeah, it will.
But personally, I took education. And,
which combination?
Arts, that's history.
Okay.
And but again, personally, I decided to shift my attention from my education to entrepreneurship. Yeah, because I believe in entrepreneurship. There is a vast industry which has not been utilized. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a need for us, all of us, as a nation, perhaps of all the youths, to come out and say that, to stop that mentality of I want a job and get into entrepreneurship or other aspects of the industry that they can benefit from. Yeah.
Now, I have a question. When you came and when you started doing your thing, you've been my friend, and that's a fact.
Sure.
By the way, guys, I know Mike while I was in first year. He's among the people who welcomed me to my university. So, Mike, I know that you had people who really looked up to you, who really saw more, especially when you were in teaching practice. You had those people who really looked up to you. So when you took entrepreneurship, you didn't think about them for a minute or?
For a fact is that perhaps when you see people looking up to you, it's pleasure. You understand? It's a good feeling. But now what you need to understand is this one. Even this new entity of mine as an entrepreneur, I can also inspire them to join it. Okay. As I stated earlier, is that entrepreneurship is something that I will even tell more people to get into it. So I think I'm on the right track, because I am also trying to indicate to them that also there is entrepreneurship. Yeah.
So Mike, why entrepreneurship and not singing, not any other thing but entrepreneurship?
Yeah, why entrepreneurship? We all have passion. But then personally, I'm not into entrepreneurship. I'm into agribusiness.
Agribusiness?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you understand? I have passion for it. I'm so passionate into it other than my normal my whatever course I took. So I find it so passionate, and whenever I'm doing it the whole day, I'm like smiling. I'm so happy. Why can't you take something that makes you happy?
Mike, after school, did you try like looking for a job or something, or you just decided this is what I want?
Personally, okay, I look for at least 3 schools. Okay, I'll just say 3 schools, which were near to my home. One, when you get into a venture, first and foremost, you must look at the cost that you shall incur. You understand?
Yeah.
So first, you have to look at the cost. You have to look at how, with this salary, will I be able to attain my goals at the end of the day? So personally, I looked at the 3 schools for specific reasons, and then when I realized that perhaps if I go far beyond this boundary and look at other places for a teaching opportunity, then perhaps I might not attain my goals. But what if I try entrepreneurship? If I go for entrepreneurship, then I will attain my goals. In life is all about attaining what you believe are your goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attaining what you believe in your goals. So, the parents, most people.
Did you involve the parents in this?
Yeah, because
Come on.
I know parents really invest a lot in our education, and then at the end of the day, you're like, Mom, I'm not doing this. Now I want to do this. How was the parents' reaction? Did they try to tell you go get a school, or what was the reaction?
Yeah, let me tell you one thing. Parents are, they have lived more years than us. There's a wise saying that says, what an old man can see while sitting, a young boy cannot see while standing up. But again, we talk about trends. What are the new trends? There are things that you can say these are the trends, and this is the advice I'm getting. Never shun the advice away. That's one of the things I can say. Never shun away the advice, but at the same time, see how you can do whatever whatever inspires you, whatever you want to attain with those advice. You understand? So perhaps a parent may tell you, don't eat sweets, right?
You're right.
But sweets are sweet. When you see them, they're so yummy.
They're so yummy.
Yeah, they're so yummy. They entice you.
Yeah.
You will want to take a chip of it.
Yeah.
They'll tell you if you take more sweets, your teeth will not. You will get spoiled. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But again, you may get the temptation of tasting it.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you can still try to see how you can do whatever you like, and at the same time try to take the advice that you've been given and try to combine them.
Don't make you're skipping the question, but it's okay.
So
okay.
My parents were much more into like, you're not taking the right direction. Okay? You're not taking education is a bad thing, and that. So my parents have been really skeptical about my business capability and so on. But again, as I told you, there's nothing good at doing what your heart loves, and perhaps being ready for the consequences. But at the same time, I've taken caution. That's what I can say. I've taken caution as per what my parents advised me.
Now, Mike, I'm sure there's someone watching this, someone who has really tried to get a job, someone who has really struggled to be wherever they are supposed to be, but maybe they don't have capital, maybe they don't get the support. What can you tell that person? Because I know you started from somewhere. I know you started maybe from a very little capital. Maybe you tell us your experience.
Okay, first and foremost, you have talked about somebody who have the education but they don't have the job.
The jobs.
You understand?
Yeah.
You see, what is happening is that the old system, we are talking, that's why, as I had stated earlier, there's something we call the trend. Mm-hmm. There was the old trend. Mm-hmm. And as time goes by, especially with the coming of the CBC, there will be another trend.
Before you proceed, by the trend, do you mean we are moving from an era of you must get a job after school? That's what you mean?
And yeah, that's what I'm meaning. You understand?
Yeah.
Because this thing, okay, before the colonizers came, we had the basic education within the community, whereby a young person you're taught how to guard the ships, to rear them and all that. You understand? And we had, maybe if you wanted to be a smith person, you were taught how smithing. You understand?
Yeah.
If you wanted to be a warrior, you'd be taught about being a warrior.
Yeah, true.
If you wanted to be a trader, like the Kamba used to travel from here to the far end of Mombasa, you were taught with those skills. You understand?
Yeah.
And then we came to the era of the colonizers. After the colonizers now have left. Okay, the era of the colonizers. The era of the colonizers, they wanted people who would go and work in their farms and all that, and work for them as a boy. You know, at one time, those who are trained to be soldiers in the World War II, World War II, you understand?
Yeah.
So the first trend of us, the original us, the second trend, and also, in fact, before that first trend, there was the other trend whereby people are being captured and being sold to slave trade, right? So here we are the third phase of now, whereby the colonizers want us to go and work for them, right? And then here we have gone. Now the colonizers are leaving, but when they are leaving, they want people to occupy those offices. Now the government that is getting in, it is telling us what? Go get employed. Yeah, go get some little study, and then we employ you. By that time, whoever had little education even knew how to write their names or given good positions, right?
Yeah, right.
And then here there was the degree. If you have finished a degree, you get a better job. Yeah. Now, by then, it was a trend. And now the trend that is now and that is coming is the trend of the CBC, competence-based curriculum. That's what it's being called so. So it's going to change this country. And for the youth out there, if we don't embrace this CBC earlier, these little ones who are coming, they will outshine you. I'm telling you that for free. So what are you going to do? These people, they are now at grade 4. By the time they will be finishing, they are going to bring a very tight competition, a very tight one. So let's be in line with that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So the trend is changing. That's what I'm telling you. I'm shifting into this because of the trend.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, because of the trend. So if you don't go by the trend, then you'll be left out. Yeah.
Okay, now how did you start? Did you start from nowhere or somewhere, or you had capital? Are there people who supported you?
First and foremost, I like inspiration. Because before personally I had started, I had people saying, you can start a business with no money. And if you tell somebody, they ask you how, it's impossible.
How?
You also say it's possible.
Yeah.
It's never impossible.
Okay.
It's so easy to start a business with no money.
Okay.
Business needs, one, you have to know what you want. What do you want? What do you want? Where is your focus? As I told my focus is in agribusiness. Yeah. What's your focus?
Okay.
And the other thing, are you inspired? Do you have this inspiration? So inspiration can be through also the passion. Mm-hmm. Inspiration can be through inspiration comes and then there comes now the passion, alright? Mm-hmm. Inspiration can be through motivation speakers. Okay. Through people like us who have tried it and perhaps it's working out. I can't say it has worked out. It's kind of like working out. You understand? So you start with no money. I'm telling you can start a business with no money. Mike, it's all about the approach you just take about
Mike, before we proceed, I know you've said that you're doing a variety of businesses, but there's someone watching and is like, what is this guy really doing? Maybe you should give us an example of one of the businesses you're doing so that we can understand how we can start without money.
Okay, one, I'm doing farming.
Okay.
And then I do salsa, cereals, fruits, juices, and all those sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, about no money. Let's start from there.
About no money. Yeah. I think, I don't know, but we need to work more on that. You as an individual, you have to. I don't know where your passion is.
Example, there's someone who wants to start a business, but they don't have money. Maybe you should highlight to us how can that person start. Okay,
first and foremost, I want to give you as an example. Now you're using that phone to take a video, and you're taking this one to take the voice notes. Okay?
Yeah.
That's creativity.
Okay.
You have to try and think outside the box.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
So the same way, you can't sit here and start saying, I want a big camera like that one of Citizen or I don't know, KTN or NTV, so that I can take video. What you start by what you have, right? And you have to think, how can I be innovative in such a way that I can kickstart this, right? So that's what you look at. You want to start this. What can I do? Which other ways can I do to achieve my goals?
Okay. Now, Mike, do you have any challenges you face while doing your thing? Or
Okay, let me give example at least for that other aspect.
Okay.
Before we go to the next one, I'm sorry to do. For example, you want to sell nguo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can go and persuade somebody who has a bear, or somebody else who is selling clothes. Mwambie, hi, can you give me even 3 clothes or 4 clothes? I'll go and try and sell them, and then I'll do what? I'll give you your money, and then I'll keep my profit.
Broker.
It's more of broker, but again, you see, if through that way, you are even reducing the risk of you going to fail. You know, that's one of the bad thing that people do. They go take 1 million, they go and invest in a business, and you don't know the small aspects of it. So I have given an example. You can go convince that person, give me this clothes. In fact, you're not a broker, because he has given you the clothes.
That's your clothes. No.
He has given you the clothes. You go sell them, keep your profit, return for him or her the money, the buying money.
Yeah.
That's one way of starting a business. And let me tell you one thing: for most people who are even in business, they're even not using their money.
Okay.
They are not. People, some of us, we go take maybe whatever, maybe the cereals, maybe the food. You take them on loan. You just take them from the person who has them. You go sell and then give them person. Am I not in business? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now the challenges you're facing as an agribusiness entrepreneur.
As an agribusiness entrepreneur, first of all, finance comes as a great challenge, because agribusiness needs a lot of cash, a lot of inflow and all that. But again, you see, these are challenges that make us grow. In every daily life, we have challenges, and the best thing you can do is accept a challenge and use it as your milestone towards the next success. So you might lack money, but it means now when you will get money, you'll be able to utilize it. Rather than the time you start with 1 million. When you start with 1 million, you know the money will be reducing and you won't even realize. Okay? Yeah. So those are the challenges. One about maybe the finance. Another one, kanju wanatesa. So kanju, you know kanju wants to put you down. Okay. They can never lack an excuse. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So sometimes they can be just ridiculous. They can be just ridiculous. So finance and other small challenges. But that one, as a business person, you have to accept them. Secondly, other than accepting them, you have to do what? You have to accept them, and then other than accept, you accept challenges and see how to handle them in small ways. Yeah.
Okay, I have another question. I have been wondering, what really motivates you to keep going? You know, when you see your classmates, I'm sure there's someone. What is that? Terrell? Is it Terrell?
Terrence.
Yeah, the likes of Terrence. They're in media. You are one of them. The likes of your friends all have been in. There's a time whereby you don't see. But when you see your classmates, you remember this person is waiting for that income end month. Do you really feel like I really need to quit and take my career now?
Okay, one thing I have to accept it that this is called positive challenge. Okay, I'm sorry for receiving the calls. As a business person, sometimes you receive a lot of calls.
I love your phone.
Yeah. Hebu kidogo tu nakupigia tafadhali. Kidogo tu. So, at times getting a small inspiration is something good. When you say, yeah, as you've said, I have friends. I have friends who are really doing well. Really doing well. But you know, one thing about them is that they depend on a paycheck. I don't depend on a paycheck. And I'm contented on that. So if this is my growth, this is what I'm selling at the end of the day. I've told you, you know, the field of entrepreneurship is so big. It's so big. I'm telling you, it's so big. So if I'm selling, for example, let's say 500 shillings per day, that's my profit at the end of the day. Then it means that is the level of my thinking capacity.
Okay.
It means I need to think. You know, I have that challenge. So whenever I have that challenge, I say that, you know, that's like I have a friend whom I've seen traveling throughout the globe. You know, she's taking a picture of, I don't know, France. I'm not okay. I don't know, but I know it's outside the country. I've seen her taking pictures and all that, telling her story, maybe on WhatsApp, because now I'm seeing her status. But again, you see, she's more of like inspiring me. In fact, we had a chat the other time. She's telling me, like, you know, why don't people like sharing about their stories? Yeah, when they travel. Personally, I believe that it's good for her. She believes that it's good for her to share her stories as she's traveling, so that it can inspire us. And I told her, in fact, it is inspiring me. I'm seeing this was my classmate.
I'm getting the picture.
Yeah. So this was my classmate, and now she's traveling across the world. And I'm saying now, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to put a business that will make me travel across the world.
Exactly.
And I'll be there. You know. So if I'm getting 200 shillings a day, then it means that is my capability of thinking. So if it means I have to try and see how to educate myself business-wise, so that I can attain whatever those I've attained and even go beyond. And let me tell you one thing: if though they are getting a paycheck at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that I'm not getting more than them.
Okay.
One thing you should always get. In fact, a person who is depending on a paycheck and a person who doesn't depend on a paycheck, the person who doesn't depend on a paycheck gets more than who depends on a paycheck. I've seen people, a person works for, only for 5 minutes, or does a deal for 5 minutes, and it gets so much that a person who depends on a paycheck can get an
That's
hour.
true, by the way.
So I want people to change that perspective, that being on a paycheck is the only guaranteed way you can survive.
Wow, it has really been a very nice conversation. I really wish we could do this more and more, but we really have to stop here. But before that, I know you have a word that you would like to tell the viewers, rather people who have been watching and have been motivated by you, rather people who want to start a business. You know, you're addressing three people: the viewers, people who want to start a business, and people who have been motivated by you.
Wow, first and foremost, for the viewers, don't judge me. Perhaps I may say it because that's what I believe in, and I don't believe in judging others. Secondly, for those who have been motivated by me, I'm telling you, go and go and go and go. The third one was
The viewers.
for all those others. You know, one thing is, in this life, go for what you like, and at the same time, take caution of the advice that you've been given. Never underrate the advice that you're given. In fact, in business or in life, you know, your mind, you think very small. It's only through other people's views that you think now broadly, that you can think far beyond whatever you're doing. So that's why I'm saying, when you realize you're getting maybe 200 shillings per day, and you think that your think capability has reached there, go for more for more business education. Yeah, if you go for more business education, that means when you're being educated, your mind is staying across and you think quite.
Wow, so informative. So okay, thank you so much, Mike, for coming through. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it's we've been postponing this, but I'm happy that you had it today. For the guys who are watching, for the guys who maybe want entrepreneurship advices, where can we find you, Mike?
Okay. Personally, I'm not that much into. I've not started advertising myself as such because I'm not a coach. You know, but at the same time, my business number is 0111728852. 0111728852. So perhaps you have any advice that you can tell me on agribusiness that you think this field, you know, if you focus here, you're going to grow, or you like my whatever I'm doing, just call me and tell me, oh, I like this and this, and give me your advice. As I told you, I'm a receptionist to advices. I think they bless me.
Okay, amen. So for the people who will want an expo, maybe they have an expo and they want someone to take fruits to that expo, Mike is the person you're gonna consult. Thank you so much for coming through. Cereals, remind us.
Yeah, cereals and all that. I'm doing also farming.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then on the other side, guys out there, never underlook a person who does that small business outside there. Never. Perhaps they're getting more than you are.
Never underlook a person who's doing that small businesses. But hey, perhaps they're getting more than you are. That is the word I'm taking home with me. Thank you so much, guys. If you have a video, rather if you have an idea of the next video we can do, kindly comment down below. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, bye bye.